California.
The Bears.
You're going to take
Who you
California.
going with for that one? I'm gonna let you. It's your show. Agree, it's your show. Let me listen to you. Who you going with for that one, Kay?
I'm going with
Interested to
USC.
hear this one.
I'm going with USC, but Bleacher Reports is calling this as a 45-27 for USC. California always plays USC tough. This game to me is going to be a big telling for USC because as tough as University of Texas played them, which I just thought that UT just kind of got up to play that game. Or is USC not as good as they're being given credit for? California could really expose them here. I think USC will get it, but if it's a close game, I think USC definitely takes a big drop in the top 25.
Right. This is where it gets really interesting on this end for me, is because regardless of statistics, regardless of how the rosters break down, there just happens to be those teams that you always say on any given Saturday or any given Sunday is why they lace up to play. Cal always gives USC great games, regardless to what the breakdown is. I like the way California's set up. Once again, the defense is almost geared to deal with keep USC making the big plays that they live off of. This will be a game that will definitely be one to be seen too. So, I do think USC will take it, but it won't be an easy win. They're not going to walk in and walk out like that. No, I definitely won't do that.
And so the voice is taking USC. All right, our next game, and this is our first big one of the weekend. It's number 6 Oklahoma State and number 16 TCU.
Oklahoma State.
Bleacher Report's got Oklahoma State taking it 47-31.
And that might happen. I don't know. I don't think it'll be that bad.
I don't think it'll be that bad as well. TCU has got a high-powered offense, but the issue is their defense. Mm-hmm. They play absolutely no defense, and that is where Oklahoma State, I think, is going to get over. They'll win the game, but I think TCU sticks in a little closer than a 47-31.
Right. And then, too, there's a lot of intangibles that go into that as well. So I would definitely go with OK State taking this game. To that degree, nah, I don't go that high. But I definitely believe it'll be something like 34-20, 34-21, something like that. It won't go to that extent.
Another game that I marked for us to watch out for. Another game for us to watch out for. Number 7, Washington at Colorado.
I was waiting for this.
You were waiting for this one?
Wow. And now, on top of Washington getting ready to play Colorado, they do, if I'm not mistaken, they play Oregon next, right?
I believe they do.
They go right back and play Oregon. Yeah. This is where Washington gets to prove they deserve to be at that number 7 slot. If they can make it out of Colorado this week and stand the test of time against the Ducks or Oregon, the Oregon Ducks. Now, this is a big game. That's a big game right here for them. What Bleachers? I know Bleacher put the juice on it.
Bleacher has Washington 31-20 on this.
Okay. I'll stick with. I'll take that with them. I'll go ahead. I can accept that. I can accept that. You can go to Vegas with that one.
You'd go to Vegas with that one.
You can go to Vegas with that one. That's about right.
I think
it's going to be.
I think this is one of those games. Colorado. I think, granted, when you look at Colorado's schedule, they really haven't played anybody yet. But they've had some big wins.
Right.
This is a true test for Colorado at this point. Going up against a number 17 Washington like this. If they stay close, even if they lose, if they stay close, I think they earn some stock in the AP poll, and I think Washington takes a dip. If Washington needs to blow them out in order to solidify their number 7 position, I don't see them gaining a spot with a win over Colorado, but they need to blow them out in order to keep that number 7 spot.
Yeah, definitely. The sad part about this game, I'm pretty sure that Washington will take it, but this game is what I would call one of those clumps matchups. They definitely gonna walk over. You definitely gonna walk over. You're gonna let back. Oh, you're gonna let back. This Colorado's not gonna lay down and just let you beat them, but this will definitely be a great game to watch.
Yeah, I mean, and in previous years, Colorado has kind of been in the back line for the last few years, and this year they've actually made some nice moves, and they've got a really nice team right now. I'd like to see them actually make a push for a decent bowl game this year.
Yeah, I believe they will. I believe they'll be able to stand the test of time. But this right here, this game with Colorado, and then to turn around and play the Oregon Ducks next week, will give them some validity to be able to stand where they are, if not move up, depending on how this USC and California Bears game goes.
Yeah.
If USC falls to Cal, it's going to shift some numbers around if Washington can hang on and get the victory. Now, if both teams take a loss, okay, yeah, clear it out, because I'm pretty sure if Washington can't handle business against Colorado, I know they won't be able to handle business against Oregon. And college football, unlike the NFL from week to week, the teams tend to remain consistent. They always get better. Most times, in a bowl season time and fall off. They just continue to build. So if Washington can make it past this Colorado game, I think it will be very impressive if they can get past Oregon as well. But it will decide whether they deserve to be in that top 10.
Number 8, Michigan at Purdue. Bleachers got it, Michigan 33-20.
Yeah. I like Michigan to go real far this year.
Yeah.
They're a very young team. And
I don't see anything
very
to
well
dispute
coached.
this one.
Yeah, they're going to go a long way. I don't want to deem them. I don't want to deem them top 4 or 5 yet, because you got to get over the learning curve. And I need to see them play against some quality teams on the upper levels. But Michigan has a slew of talent. They went out and did a tremendous job of recruiting. And Coach Harbaugh got a lot of great players in front of him. If he can groom them into what I believe he's trying to make, yeah, the next 2 years for Michigan fans will be something worth screaming about.
These next 2, Wayne, we're just going to fly right through. Number 9, Wisconsin. They're on a bye week, so I'm taking Wisconsin.
Yeah. Shouts out to Eric Burrell. Yes, sir.
The next one, I think we just kind of blow through this one here. Number 10, Ohio State playing UNLV. Bleachers got Ohio State 51-10.
Oh my God. Yeah. 10.
Yeah,
10 points.
Yeah, they're giving UNLV 10 points.
That's generous. I give them 6.
2 field goals.
6 and a biscuit.
2 field goals and a biscuit. All right, next big one here. This is a big game right here. Number 11 Georgia and number 17 Mississippi State. Bleachers got Georgia 27-23.
This one's special. My intern Amber goes to Mississippi State. I'll never hear the end of it. I'm gonna take Mississippi State in this one over the Bulldogs. Mississippi State.
You could tell your intern that I'm taking Mississippi State as well. I am not sold on Georgia right now. I am not sold. I'm not sold on Georgia. And the way Mississippi State dismantled LSU last week.
Was it impressive? I wasn't going to say it on air.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. Of course, LSU never does well on the road. They are a homegrown team that does not do well on the road. They were at Mississippi State. I saw that coming. I made the call on it. This game is in Mississippi State as well. If you thought the fans were foaming at the mouth in the LSU game, wait till Georgia walks into the door.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to be pandemonium in there. It's going to be loud. Cowbells going. It's a whole different environment. It's a whole different environment down there. Yes, sir.
I think with this win for Mississippi State, it gets him into the top 15. I think Georgia drops down to 25.
Yeah, and LSU falls out of it completely. I'm surprised even after that loss, they still remained in the top 25.
Yeah, that made no sense to me at all.
Huge. That's generosity.
Yeah, number 12, Florida State versus North Carolina State. We could probably blow through this one. I'm taking Florida State.
I agree with you. No comment. Going right with
No comment. Moving on. Here's another no comment moving on. Virginia Tech versus Old Dominion.
Yeah. Hokies. Hokies all day. Hokies all day.
University of Miami, the Hurricane, taking on Toledo.
You being funny, right?
Yeah, I'm being funny. I'm being funny. Like I said,
Miami.
We'll just blow through that one. Here's one that I think this game falls under the radar here. Number 15, Auburn at Missouri.
Right.
Bleachers got Auburn winning 38-20 on this one.
I don't think it'll be that much, but they will get a victory. I'm not going to give them 18 points, no. Not give them 18 points.
Now, Missouri's always tough at home.
Yeah, because like I said, once again, these are teams that are not unfamiliar with each other. The coaches are not unfamiliar. And these teams always traditionally play well against each other. So I don't think it'll be 18 points, but I do think they'll get the victory, though. I agree with that one.
16 and 17, we already called those. They're playing number 6, Oklahoma State, and Georgia. But number 18, Washington State versus Nevada.
Nevada's a sleeper team, but Washington State is far better than they have been in years prior. So I would say with Washington.
Nevada, I think, is just waiting to get back into their conference play, get into the Pac-12.
They need to. I don't think they're quite ready to jump out there yet, but it was good for them to be able to get a good game against a ranked team, and it will help their strength of schedule, but it would help more if they could get a victory. So all the luck in the world to them. If they can get one against Washington State, they deserve it, but I think Washington State is a little too much for Nevada right now.
Yeah, Bleachers got it. Washington State 45-20. Number 19, Louisville, taking on Kent State.
Louisville, we walked through that one.
Bleachers got 45-9 Louisville on that one. I'm taking Louisville as well. Yeah. But I think Louisville, right. I noticed they give Kent State 9. I actually want to call this a little bit closer. I think Louisville got their feelings hurt last week.
You think?
I think they got their feelings hurt. I think they found out they're not as good as they thought they were. And this could be a confidence issue with that defense. Kent State might get a few more points. They're not going to get close to them, but I think they'll get a few more points than 9 points on them.
I think that's an interesting assessment to make. I really do. That can be very agreed upon. Wow. I'm interested to see that. You say you think Kent State is better than 9 points against Louisville?
I think they'll be better than 9 points. I think that Louisville defense really got decimated, and I think there's going to be a big confidence thing. I think the last week's game really exposed what the defense is. If Kent State's doing their homework, they're going to come into that game with a game plan against that defense. They could get more than 9 points. I think Louisville takes it with no problem, but I think Kent State's offense gets a little bit more than the 9 points.
I would agree with you as always. I tend to see a lot of the same things you do, but this one I think Louisville is going to get a little bit of revenge back on. A lot of plays broke down. A lot of things didn't go the way they wanted it to. And while you may have seen it in that aspect, I can agree with it. But I think a good team, any good team, after they take a hit like that, they did, Louisville will come back and respond and play harder, I believe, in this game, and definitely look to make a point or prove a point against Kent. I think they'll really try to go all out to do something major, just to, because people can tend to see or feel like you felt. I think the coaches will jump into the players real high and heavy. I think the players walking around campus right now going, we can't wait to get at Kent State. Just to prove, people won't have them negative thoughts and negative connotations toward them. I think make that move. Louisville has a lot to prove. And I think they'll prove it against Kent State.